Once in his workshop, you are greeted by a display of realistic model aircrafts and rockets. Eugene Awimbo, 27 years and a father of one, developed an interest in aircraft at an early age and dreamt of becoming a pilot. But this was not to be after completing high school, since he could not afford the fee and his grade average.
When I was in high school, or rather when I was still in primary school, when I was still very young, at 6 years old, I wanted to be a pilot. So I grew up with a love of aircraft. But after Form 5, I realized I could not go on. I could not afford to go to college and pursue my dream in piloting.
In 2007, while tutoring, he started making realistic models for aircrafts, and his students were intrigued by what he made. Soon after, the young and the old alike started buying the models. Overwhelmed by the demand, he quit his tutoring job and got himself a workshop.
With that, I realized that I could make money out of that. So I built as many rockets, hobby rockets and aircraft as possible, and I sold them cheaply. And the more I built, the more I earned. And I also realized the interest was not only with the kids, but with the adults as well. So there were people who used to come and buy the models as household deco. Some also ordered rockets or aircraft to put in their office.
He uses cardboards and recyclable aluminium to make the crafts and the rockets. The designs range from ancient to modern objects.
Usually I use cardboard, and I use aluminum for the bracing. That is creating a cylindrical device that I push inside the rocket, because it's going to be a chemical rocket. So that means I'm going to need something that prevents fire from burning the whole rocket. And that one also costs, but the cost is dependent on the size of the rocket.
Life is never without challenges. Eugene has learned to overcome them. In February this year, his workshop burned to ashes, forcing him to start all over again from scratch, to the astonishment of many. His comeback model is a 5th series of earthquake rocket that will use water and few other additives for propulsion.
The upside of this type of propulsion system is that it only uses water, which is readily available. And I use soap to create density, to make the water a bit denser than what it would have been if it was only water. And I also use bicarbonate. I use vinegar extract, which I process. And I also use salt. And the power it develops is just nearly the same as the power developed by a combustive rocket propulsion system. Yes.
Creating a research rocket, he wishes to partner with the Kenya Aviation Authority to learn more and present his findings.
I'm looking forward to working with maybe the Kenya Aviation authorities, because anything to do with aeronautics is associated with them. But currently I'm not working with any institution.
He wishes to turn this into an enterprise as he continues to create the models.
I would like to make it a business. So I could use rocket launches as a way of raising money, and also as a way of raising awareness for the type of fuel I'm making. So I can maybe, in the end, create a company that builds propulsion kits like this for sales, and which nearly everyone can afford.
His dream now is to study to become an aero engineer and his work to be recognized. Marette Selvin, GBS News.